Hello, welcome students once again. I am Amruta Jadhav. Today we are going to discuss topic of gene theory of aging or the gene aging therapy from the topic molecular biology, and that is from first unit of genomics. So students, as you know, what is gene aging or gene aging is responsible for what, or the what are the factors which are responsible for gene aging. So today we are going to discuss that because in general, as many of us have questions like people over age of 50 or 60 they look younger, so how's this possible, or people below age of 30 or 20 they look older. So why this is so, the reason behind that we are going to discuss in this today's session. So here, content of this topic or this session are what is genetic theory of aging or what is gene aging therapy and causes of gene aging. Okay, that we are going to discuss. Then, as you know, in previous lecture we have seen what are transposons. Transposons are nothing but the mobile DNA elements that are retrotransposons or their mechanism of transposition in DNA. We have already discussed. Then genetic, that is genetically modified plants and animal. We have also discussed the procedure how to make the genetically engineer or genetically modified plants or animal. Okay, so this was our previous lecture. This is just a recap of this previous lecture. Now, in this session or this part is specially to understand the genetic theory of aging. What is theory of gene aging, or how the gene gets age, or how we look older, or how we look younger, that we are going to see, or the what are telomeres, that is one of the factor which is responsible for the gene aging, and the causes or the factor affecting gene aging we are going to discuss. So, as you know, the key concept of genetic and aging include the several important concepts and ideas. That means this aging factor is responsible, or the causes of this aging, there are many factors which are responsible for this aging procedure or the gene aging procedure. From that, telomere is one of those factors which is responsible for the gene aging. Okay, so telomere shortening, two theories about the role of stem cells in aging. These are the two main factors which are responsible for the gene aging procedure. Okay, so what is telomere? We'll see, and then afterward about stem cell we'll discuss. So generally, what is telomere? Telomere is nothing but a junk DNA, a short stretch of DNA, or then stem cells. Stem cells is nothing but the immature cells that are present in babies. Okay, that are not present in adult, because in babies they are immature cells and they can differentiate into the another other cells. So these immature cells, or they get fully mature when that baby comes in adult stage. So these premature cells, or when they get differentiate, the cell cannot formulate any organ. This is the main characteristics of the stem cells, and that is also responsible for the gene aging. So first let's discuss what is telomere, okay, and why this is important in this gene aging procedure that we'll discuss in this session. So this is nothing but the junk DNA which is present at the ends of the chromosome. Okay, so suppose this is chromosome, so this is the portion, that is the end portion where the telomere is present. So we'll see with the help of diagram in upcoming slide the structure of telomere and where it is located exactly. So here this is junk DNA of at end at the end of each of our chromosome lies a piece of junk DNA called as telomere. So this is the definition of telomere. You can see this is nothing but the junk DNA, which is the non-coding DNA. Junk DNA means the role of junk DNA that is having no role, or that does not code for any protein, or that does not code for any enzyme. But the key function of this junk DNA, like as we have earlier discussed, the introns and exons. So exons are nothing but the productory, or the what we can say, they are coding region, and non-coding regions are introns. So same like as introns, these telomers are present. They does not code for any protein or any enzyme, but there is a key function or the key mechanism of this telomere is there, that is related to the gene aging. So we'll see. So what is the function of this telomere? The function is to keep the ends of the DNA, okay, to keep the ends of DNA intact from attaching to the other pieces of DNA and forming a circle. Okay, that means the main function of this telomere is what? That is a preventive mechanism of telomere is there, that is it prevents the ends from damaging and from attaching the other pieces of DNA and forming a circle to prevent the replication, or that may prevent the replication or translation transcription. So for that reason, that is the protective nature of this telomere is very important. Okay, regarding the gene aging, we'll see in the upcoming diagram. So each time cell divides, a liter mole of the telomere get snipped off, that get removed off. As cell gets divided 50 times in its life cycle. So every time some of the portion of the telomere is get snipped off. Just take an example of your shoe. Okay, when you wear shoes, the more you will walk, the more sole of your shoes that will get removed or because of the friction. Okay, so like that only, this telomere more the cells will divide, the more telomere that will get snipped off or that will get removed. Okay, so here, as there is none of this junk DNA left, okay, after the 50 times of cell division or more time of cell division, the further snipping can damage the chromosome and get and the genes, so that so further damage snipping can damage the chromosomes and genes, that so that the cells will so that cell will die eventually. As your sole of that shoes, if it get removed, then it will damage your shoes. Like that, when this telomere gets snipped off, eventually that will damage the main DNA portion or the main chromosomal portion. Okay, so in this figure you can see there is a Cook's discovery is there. So here you can see in this figure there is a old type of chromosome you can see, and there is another, that is red portion telomere, that is more portion of telomere. That chromosome is the younger telomere. So why this is so? So here you can see this theory proposes that the mortal cell divides, they eventually lose part of their telomere until they die. Okay, so up to their death, the telomere get snipped off every time. Okay, and only the cells that can continue to reactive their telomerase will continue to life. That means telomere and telomerase, these are the two concepts. Okay, so telomere, longevity of telomere is depend on the telomerase enzyme. Okay, so this telomerase enzyme is useful for the longevity, or that is probably, or that is mostly for the longevity of this telomere, that is located at the end portion of this DNA. You can see here in this figure, right? So this telomerase and telomere, they are directly proportional. So here the cells, only the cells, they can continue to reactive their telomerase enzyme, so that will protect their telomere, so that cells that can live, or the people who look younger, so you can say that the telomerase enzyme is activate or more active in those people, and the people who look older than their age, they are having much less telomerase enzyme or much less telomere. Okay? So in this figure, you can see these are the factors which are affecting the telomerase enzyme, so that it will eventually affect the telomere length. Okay, so here you can see two chromosomes, first in green and second in orange. So first we'll discuss about the green chromosome, that is having long telomeres or long telomeres. Okay, so this chromosome is nothing but the healthy and normal longative or the normal chromosome, because of the more concentration of or more content of the telomere. Okay, so here you can see this green telomere is much more than the orange telomere, right? So the more telomere is present in these first chromosomes, so there are some factors which are responsible for the telomere shortening. Okay, so upper you can see that two factors are responsible for telomere shortening, that is intrinsic factor and environmental factor. Okay, so this blue arrow that indicates factor which influence the telomere shortening. That means these are the harmful factors which affects the telomere length and they eventually shortens the length of telomere. So which are these factor? We'll see first intrinsic factor. So intrinsic factor in this you can see cell division and cell age. So this is the normal procedure of cell division and age, but that is harmful for the telomere or that is responsible for the telomere shortening. Second is DNA damage. DNA damage due to UV rays, due to environmental factor or due to any mutation in the DNA. That is the DNA damage is again second intrinsic factor which influence the telomere shortening and eventually gene aging. And third one is inflammation factor. Okay, so cell inflammation is also a one factor which is responsible for the telomere shortening. So these are three intrinsic factor for telomere shortening, that is cell division, DNA damage and inflammation. Now come to the second factor, that is environmental factor which is responsible for the telomere shortening are first is lifestyle, that is nutrition and smoking. If you are taking less nutrition, that is less carbohydrate, less vitamin, less say for example vitamins, enzyme, then fatty acids, okay, so your telomere length that will get shortened. And if you are having much more or good nutrition in your food, then it will strengthen or it will enhance your telomere length. Okay, then next factor is smoking. Smoking is also injurious for health as well as that is directly proportional to the telomere shortening. Okay, then mental stress and depression, this is again one factor which is responsible for the telomere shortening here. So you should not take so much mental stress or you should not be in stress condition for longer time, that will cause your telomere or that will cause telomere shortening. Okay. Then stress. So this mental stress and overall stress that is mainly responsible for this telomere shortening. So you should avoid this uppermost portion, that is intrinsic and environmental factor which are responsible for the telomere shortening. And now let's come that T, you can see blue portion T, that T is nothing but the inhibition sign. Okay, that is the good sign. That is these below you can see intrinsic and environmental factors which are good for the telomere. That means that they will not cause telomere shortening, they will they will prevent the telomere shortening. So what are these factors? We'll see first intrinsic factor. Here the telomerase enzyme, more the telomerase, more the telomere length will be there or more the life of telomere will be there. So telomerase enzyme should be active throughout your life cycle or cell's life cycle. Then second is sex hormones. So more production of sex hormone that also prevents the telomere shortening. Then environmental factors, healthy lifestyle, that is having good food, nutritious food, that also prevent the telomere shortening. Then physical activity and exercise like yoga and walking, that also helps to prevent the telomere shortening and eventually gene aging or your overall aging procedure. And then you should take lower stress, you should be more happy, that will maintain your telomere or telomerase and eventually your gene aging. So you will look more young than your age if you will be happy always. Okay, so here at the right corner you can see very short telomeres, that is in orange color you can see. So these are nothing but why? These are because of the age related diseases and the reduced longevity of the telomere and because of the less secretion of the telomerase enzyme. So for this short telomerase, these uppermost intrinsic and environmental factors are responsible. So here you can see there are many more factors responsible for this gene aging also, that is your high BP and your overweight, that is also directly proportional to your gene aging or your telomere shortening. Okay, so at the below you can see this TRT gene therapy. That is nothing but the telomerase reverse transcriptase gene therapy that involves the incorporation of the active genes which are useful for the secretion of sex hormone and the drugs which can promote or enhance the telomerase activity, that is by using the AAV vector, that is adenovirus vector, that is with the help of this adenovirus vector these genes can be incorporated into the uh, DNA so that the longevity of telomeres that can be enhanced. Okay, so this is the short TRT gene therapy which involves the incorporation of the genes to cure or to maintain the long telomeres or the telomerase secretion. Now we'll see some another factor which are affecting the telomerase, okay, telomerase enzyme and eventually the telomere. So in general, the average cell which divides 50 times before the telomere is used up. So as we already discussed, cell divides approximately 50 times, right? So this is called as a Hayflick's limit. So this division or the uppermost limit of the cell division is called as the Hayflick's limit. So cancer cells have figured out a way to not remove and sometimes even add to a section of the telomere. And second thing, that is the white blood cells do not undergo this process of telomere shortening. So in humans, there are two cells, that is cancer cell and white blood cell. They do not undergo process of telomere shortening because the gene present in these two cells is always turned on for the expression of telomerase. That is, in these two cells, expression of the telomerase is always on for the longevity of the telomere. So that these two cells, they does not undergo or they do not show a shortened telomere. Okay. Now, here, all of our cells have code word for enzyme telomerase, but which inhibits the telomere shortening because as we have discussed, more the telomerase will be there, more the telomere longevity will be there. So, and the possibility even results in the lengthening in the gene is only turned on or is expressed. So, when this telomerase gene is always turned on or is always expressed, that is, as we have discussed, it is in cancer cells and white blood cells. So expression of this telomere gene is always on in these two cells. So it prevents the shortening of the telomere. Then nowadays scientists have theorized that if this telomerase could somehow be turned on in other cells, that is the telomere present in the cancer cell or in white blood cell. So somehow if we can manage to remove the portion of that gene which is responsible for the telomerase function, so that we can incorporate that gene into people or by using the cosmetic surgery or gene therapy to reduce the age factor. Okay, so but not so much that their growth would go haywire as in cancer cells. So nowadays scientists are working on the gene which is present in cancer cell and in white blood cells, so that if we can somehow if we could manage to extract those genes which are responsible for the telomerase maintenance, and then we can incorporate that gene in aged people to reduce their age. So this is nowadays in process. Scientists are in process to develop such a kind of procedure or the gene therapy to reduce the age factor. But yes, another factor that is responsible for gene aging, that is longevity gene. As we are discussing about the gene aging, what is gene aging and factors affecting the gene aging. So there is one more factor rather than the telomere is the longevity genes. So if you see some people, they are of age 100 or above 100. So there are some genes which are responsible for the telomerase maintenance. That genes are present in those people. As we have discussed, some people look more young in yeah, more young, uh, uh, more young, or you can say some people look old. below, say for example, if anybody of 20 years old but he looks like 50 years old. So why this is so? Because there is less production of this longevity genes, you can say, or people who look young, they are having the more longevity gene in their genome. So longevity genes, these are the specific genes that are associated with the living longer, right? So two genes that are directly associated with the longevity are SIR-T1 and SIR-T2 gene. That is SIR, that is short form of the sirtuin uh, gene. That is sirtuin-1 gene and sirtuin-2 genes. And the role of these genes is reconstruction or reconstructing of proteins and recruitment of enzyme in DNA repair. Okay, so the role of this SIR-T1 and SIR-T2 gene is reconstruction of protein and uh, then recruitment of protein which are helpful in to repair the DNA damage. Okay, so that is eventually related to the gene aging. The more DNA damage will be there, the more uh, age factor will be there. Okay, so to prevent this age factor, to prevent this damage, to prevent the DNA damage, these two genes are there, and they are called as the longevity genes. Okay, so scientists looking at the age group over 800 people of age 100 or more than 100, they found four different types of gene like SIR-T1 and SIR-T2 gene which are responsible or which are associated with the aging. So up to this, they have identified up to four genes which are responsible for their more longevity, that is above 100 or about 130. Okay. Then next factor is cell senescence. Everybody know what is this cell senescence, right? Cell senescence is nothing but the cell death or cell apoptosis. So this cell senescence refers to the process by which cell decay over time. As you know, Hayflick's limit, that is 50 times, that is the upper limit of cell division. So this is nothing but the eventually decaying of cell or apoptosis of cell. So here in this figure you can see, so this can be related to the shortening of the telomere or the process of apoptosis or the cell death, or it is also called as cell suicide. So in which old or the damaged cell get removed off. So in this figure you can see this is the normal cell and you can see this is the senescent cell. So here secretion of the molecules that trigger the inflammation, that is the senescent secretome. So these are the factors which are responsible for the senescence or the cell apoptosis are the cell senetomes or the secretomes. Okay, so they eventually lead cell death. Now epigenetics, as we have already discussed about the imprinting and epigenetics in previous lecture. So this epigenetics refers to the expression of genes. In other words, a gene may be present but can either be turned on or turned off. As you know, some environmental factors are also responsible for this epigenetics, as this epigenetics is nothing but the inheritatory thing. Okay, so here inheritatory or the hereditary genes, they can be expressed in or they can be expressed off, or they can be turned on or turned on off according to the environmental factor or according to the mutation. So say for example in twins you can see two different hair colors are there in same twins, or two eye colors are there, that is because of this epigenetics. So the field epigenetics is also helping scientists to understand how environmental factors may work within the constraints of the genetic to either protect or predispose to the diseases. So this epigenetic factor is also helps scientists to find out how gene aging procedure that affects the epigenetic procedure also. Okay. Now here these are some references which I have used for this session. You can refer that. Now, students, there is assignment for you. So, explain the gene aging with respect to the telomere shortening. Explain intrinsic and extrinsic factor with the help of diagram. And you can upload your assignment on amrutazadhav@kthmcollege.ac.in. Now, let's summarize this part as we have discussed what is gene aging And what are the factors which are responsible for gene aging as longevity gene, cell senescence, epigenetics, then stem cells. So these are some factors, and telomere shortening. These are some factors which are responsible for the gene aging. Okay. You will, I think this is what I want to explain about this gene aging. I hope you understand the lecture. If you have any doubt regarding this, you can contact me. Now, in next lecture, we are going to see the gene sequencing technique. Okay, Maxam Gilbert method. We are going to see in this gene sequencing in our next lecture. Okay, so thank you all.